In the same 1996 election, only percentage of Kufuor 39.67%. The great Kufuor, the gentle giant, 1996 election, every year poto. In the 1992 primaries, or NPP mono, Boahen won by 56%. He won by 56%. Kufuor was, I think, number 3 or number 4. He only got 16.50%. Now remember, some 1992 race, no, the people who were voting Army delegates in the whole country were just 1,980. 1,980 people that went to vote for flag bearer. And this number is important. The 1,980, no, are very important. So keep it in mind. Number of people who voted. Our your first primary as NPP mono, 1980. Which means say assembly woho. That can easily reach everybody. If there is a rumor, everybody can hear it. It can quickly get to everybody. Because 1,980 there are constituencies I was to say NPP Mukra that delegate is more than that. So Boahen won. Somewhere between 1995, the health, Boahen, his health, Napomudino, started failing. Serious one. Boahen wasn't well at all. So the delegates knew it. The NPP delegates are mere 1,980. As a then, they knew say Boahen ni humfano. So they sent people to Boahen to go and tell him, say, so Ebeya, don't contest again. So that other people will get a chance. Boahen said, yeah, I've heard you. But if I feel better before then, I'm going to contest. So in the 1996, primaries, no, Boahen was weak, very weak. Yet his name was on the ballot paper. So the 1,980 delegates were already told, say, Sa Papa ne Boahen ni humfano. And this one was no rumor. He was in and out of hospital. And these are all there. We call Telegraphica for you to read. Between 1992 to 96, Boahen was in and out of the hospital. So delegates saw that no, Papa ni humfano. And Tiekoto Abamana, Ebeboka. That is why they brought Kufuor on the scene. They did not vote against Boahen because Boahen wanya day 1992. Debbie. Because 1992 election, Rawlings winning by 58.40. 1992 election, Rawlings winning by 58.40. Boahen we losing by 30.29%. Boahen no 30.29%. Rawlings winning with 58.40. But Utemehu say 1996 internal election NPP there no. Say Ɛnyɛ Boahen na pom die ni helter. The party will have still put him forward Because some 96 internal election, Edu Boahen on 35% of votes. Our party name Kufuor 51.99%. You get it? Now, so by the year 1999, 2000, Edu Boahen was down with stroke. He had stroke, which shows you that indeed, asema na Kufuor na delegate nka say Edu Boahen ne hu fa no na ye no kre. Because Obia or health behind him says stroke there. Stroke does not just happen suddenly. It will be giving you tip of over the years. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. To be giving you signals. Sometimes about blood pressure, sometimes to be other things. Then he said same. So even as at the time Kufuor was becoming president, Edu Boahen was already on the way to his grave because he had stroke. That is why Edu Boahen was not repeated in 1996. His health. So Ɛnyɛ obi be catch us say and Edu Boahen okoba akupe enti ema enkotuma baomia bioma is baomia sick. Baomia no ni hu fanana. Edu Boahen ko election on 30%. Baomia on 30%. And 41.9% na onya. Almost 42%. So nobody wanting to make any sound analysis or NPP primaries will ever use Edu Boahen example to start. A no starter. There be and the encounter an isolated case of somebody who contested and fell sick after. So was not fit for the responsibility ahead. And anybody who wants to make sound analysis will start from 1996, the first coming of Kufuor. That is where you can make a sound analysis. Now, if you all understand that, guess one thing, guess something. Guess what? In 1996 election between Kufuor and Rawlings, Kufuor lost by the biggest margin, and it took a very long time for that record to be broken. I'm the one telling you. 1996 election between Jerry John Rawlings and Kufuor. Kufuor re poto. And Obia Oye student of population growth behind them say Ghana no, our population is increasing. And it's a 1996 Kufuor to me lose by 1,264,880 votes or 1996 more. It should tell you say if it were to be today and can be 5 million votes because population grows. In 1996, Kufuor lose by 1 million votes, 264,880 votes. That any gap Rawlings ma Kufuor. And do you know one of the things that accounted for this? One of the things which caused the big defeat of Kufuor, because Muhammad himself, Abambia called the second term, no, it becomes unpopular. So normally, who call second term, the voting turnout and conform voting sitting government, they say reduce it. Why did it increase? Why did it increase? Why did it increase? It was increased because already the person who was coming in for NPP, newcomer, Kufuor no, many people really had not had a chance to even test his leadership. Yeah. So in 1996, Senator Kufuor really, nobody could repeat that history until recently. 1.264,000, almost 1.3 million votes. And Kufuor did lose in 1996. So between then and now, Ghana's voting population, okay, has doubled. And yes, sir. Yes, because and now our voting population is around 18 million. Then the voting population was around 9 million Ghanaians. So it means that if you want to see what that loss means in today's term, you have to multiply that 1.264880 times 2, which is headed towards 3 million vote gap. So if you are taking Kufuor and brought him now in that election, he will have lost by close to 3 million votes. But even though Kufuor re-reported by 1.26 million votes, you know, and this is where Ken Ba will not like me. The party did not say Kufuor should go and sit down somewhere. The party didn't say that. Delegates did not say that. Delegates said that in Kufuor we trust. And guess what? In the same 1996 election, what percentage of Kufuor 39.67%. The great Kufuor, the gentle giant, 1996 election, every year poto 39.67%. And I'm so happy that my brother Ken Ba right now is in the comment section and he's typing some of the reasons he thought Kufuor had lost. And so that is what I expect of our friends in the Kennedy camp, to stop the propaganda about a tribe and then a religion, and then say Obia Baumia is a stammerer, that is why he lost. Because I've given you the example, say Uba me constituency say appointee be what constituency ha. He broke the heart of 6 ladies. All those 6 ladies, they did not go to vote. All those 6 ladies, they have brothers, they have siblings. Those siblings did not go to vote. And so if you want to assign a reason for Yen defeater, we can get genuine reasons why we lost. But you don't come and say Obi ye or Kramuni and I say of enough anything I will lose it. That is what we will not agree to. That is what we will not agree to. So Kufuor lost by the biggest margin. In fact, it took Ghana almost like 20 years for that record to be broken. Almost 20 years for that record to be broken. But the party did not say because we brought a newcomer Kufuor and he came to lose by the biggest margin ever seen until then, he should go and sit somewhere. The party still repeated Kufuor. And that was the first primary between Kufuor and Akufo-Addo. I think 98 thereabout. The party still voted for Kufuor. That in Kufuor we trust. Kufuor won that primaries by 64%. And he went on to beat Atamels in the election. Why? Because Atamels now is a newcomer. Okay, Atamels is now a newcomer. And so you are beginning to see the pattern that Ghanaians always like to associate with people they know, people they already know. It's true. That is why even though Rollins was going for his second term, creepy Kufuor, because Kufuor was a newcomer. So it has shown from that 1996 to today, say, anytime an old boy is going for a newcomer, they whip the newcomer. It is there. It is there. And it's for that reason that John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, whipped Dr. Bawumia. Because Dr. Bawumia is a newcomer. Mahama is the old boy Ghanaians know. So Ghanaians always say, Pastor, I'll go and choose experiment there. Then let me choose that and that is how Ghanaians vote. So what this means, me say, whoever NDC is going to bring in the next election is going to be a newcomer. This behavior of Ghanaians is going to cause them to vote against that person. Because omu name no. Say will be a party chairman no. And just obey my penny. That is how Ghanaians think. Say will be a vice president no. And just obey my penny. That's how Ghanaians think. If NPP votes for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, going into 2028 election, no, Bawumia will become the most experienced politician. He become the most experienced. Asedun Ketia does not have any expertise in being at the presidency. Nobody NDC is going to bring ever has that expertise. Jenana Pokwajiman, our vice president, is saying, "Obi antininka." Ope ako Google says, "Vice president of Ghana." The picture of Bawumia will come first.